Stampers, Deb Valder here. Welcome back to my studio. I always love having you stop by for some craftiness. And today it's all about stenciling and distressed oxide inks and quick, fast, and fun. This is a 6x6 stencil and I love it. It's absolutely gorgeous, very elegant, and it's fast. It's so super fast. So what I did for this was I actually cut it up into little tiny pieces and used them for the top piece right here. So without any further ado, let's get started. Our distressed oxide inks are in the shop, so you're welcome to shop on over there or hop on over there and shop. And we have all of these colors. There's just a great selection of colors, and that is just fun in itself. So let's just take some of our cardstock here and get started. I'm going to bring in my Make Art station because I like having it so that it's easy to clean up. So I'm going to bring in my distressed oxide inks. I'm going to bring in my brushes. I have one for the pink, I have one for the blue, I have one for the green, and then I just clean them after with just water, and then just leave them out on a paper towel, and we're good to go. But I use all the pinks for all the one pink brush for all the pinks that I have, one green brush for all the greens I have, and like I said, I just rub them in between. Super easy and super fast. All right, so I have my cardstock. This is the base piece right here underneath there. So I'm going to grab my stencil, and what I do is I use my repositionable tape on the back so that I can move it around as I need to. So I'm just going to change the cartridge for this and just add a little bit on the back here so that it comes off nice and easy. It also holds your paper down. And then I'll change it back so that I can put my card together. Alrighty, so put this back down here. And then what I'm going to do is for this one, this is the base card, I'm just going to kind of position it so that I get most of the flowers. And remember, I'm going to be covering up this piece if I want to. I'm going to be covering that piece up on top, but I can always reevaluate and decide where I want to put that piece down at the bottom. So I'm trying to get as many of those beautiful roses in there as I can with just an accent of the leaves. All right, so I want to get as much of that as I can on here, and I think I got pretty much all of it. Okay, so now I'm just going to press that down to hold it onto this. Now this is a very delicate and dainty stencil, so you want to be very careful. You don't want to scrub your color in. You just want to kind of burnish it and kind of go in the direction of these little pieces right in the middle. All right. So let's start with our pink right here. This is Tattered Rose. And I'm just going to start in the middle and just like lighten up my pressure as I go on the outside. So it's lighter on the outside than it is on the inside. Okay, so start in the middle and then just kind of go around. You want to get a little bit on each one of the outside petals, but not a whole lot. All right. And then just soften as you go out. Staying away from the leaves as much as possible. There. And you can always take and peek if you want to, because I hold it on one end and then just kind of peek at it. Got the color in there that I like, not too much, not too little. Now let's take our green brush and always close up your ink pads in between so that you don't accidentally get it into the wrong color. Now what I'm going to do, whoops, you know what I need to do? I need to add, I always forget this because they have these cute little buds in here. Right here's a bud. You don't want a whole lot of ink, but just, and then here's another one right here. There. All right. Now, let us add the green. So I'm just going to lightly add the green. I'm just kind of burnishing and This one's, you're just going to do the tip of the little brush. And if you get one color into the other, it's okay. I just love the way this looks. These distressed oxide inks are so soft. They kind of look like chalk. They remind me of chalk. There we go. Just dainty, delicate, light, soft. Don't get crazy with it. Here we go, and got a couple over here, so let's just turn. See the beauty of this little Make Art Station? It just, it helps you just kind of to manipulate everything here. Here we go. Now for me, I've already done probably 25 of these. They're fantastic. Now I'm just kind of checking it to make sure I haven't forgotten anything. I'm going to go down just a little bit right here. And we are good to go. Look at how pretty that is. All right, so we're not done because we have to do our little piece. Now what I would normally do is just take this and cut it up, but I need to take a few more pictures for my videos. So I'm going to just grab one of my smaller pieces that I've already pre-cut, and I'm just going to add one little flower and one little leaf. So let's just... let me see. How about this one right here? No, I like the... It's so hard because they're so pretty. I think I'll do this one. All right. I think that's the one I used for the other one. Yeah, I did. All right. And just put that down like that. Let's start with the green because I've got the green out. And we'll just start with our leaves. Okay. And when you go to clean, because I'm using the distressed oxide, and I love this, because it is water reactive ink, you can take and just run it in the sink and clean it off. And then what I do is just blot it on a paper towel. And it comes out really good and easy. All right, so I'm going to work from the inside to the outside. You want to be very, very careful. Good. Let's just take a peek at it. Beautiful. All right, so we're done with that. So we can take and put our stencil away. I'll wash that. I'll wash this. And let's bring in some of our pieces. We have to take and put the words on this one, so I'm going to do that. All right, I'm going to bring in my MISTI here. Add my words right here. Check and see if that's lined up okay. Perfect. All right, grab my ink. Ta-da! One more time. I just like it to be nice and dark. Alrighty, there's that. Now what we're going to do, let me just clean this off. Now what we're going to do is to put it all together. Now one of the things you might not have noticed, okay, is I have a piece of vellum on here. And why I did that was because I wanted to soften this even more so. But let me just show you. It would look pretty either way, but I wanted to show you how I did the vellum. So I'm going to take my vellum. I'm going to add it to... I'm ready to do more. I always do more than one. And this one I've already got, oh gosh, I want to say 25. I don't know. All right, so I'm going to do this. Now, this is where I decide if I have, let me just grab my eraser here. Must have ink on my finger, I do. All right, so I'm going to take and I'm going to add that to that. Now, do you see how it just softens it right up? And what that does is it makes this one pop. So I could actually just leave that off and then put this on here. But do you see how they kind of melt together? I can even take and use a piece that actually matches what's here, so it looks like it's an extension of that. But I wanted to show you just how I put the vellum on and how beautiful it makes it, and makes this piece pop even more. So that's why I did the vellum. So let's just start layering. I'm going to take and I'm going to add some of our foam squares to this one. There we go. Okay, add that to this. Now, this is where you can take and you can put it this way or this way. You can have your card go this way. There's just, you know that. There's just so many options, but just wanted to kind of point that out to you because sometimes we just think that everything has to go the same way, but we're good to go. So for this one, I might even do it this way just to show you. All right, so now to add the vellum. Now, you know if you add vellum to paper that it does end up showing through the vellum. All right, so what I want to do is I want to find a spot, and that's where I'm going to put my adhesive. A spot that this is where you have to decide which one you want, you know, where you want it. Do you want it down here? Do you want it down here? Well, I want to show everything that I can on here. So I'm going to have this up here. So I'm going to just put a little bit of adhesive right here, and I'm going to add it right to my vellum. All right, and I cut this piece the exact same piece so people don't even really know that the vellum is on there. Our vellum is in the shop. It's a very good weight vellum, and you don't want a vellum that's too thin, because if you have one that's too thin, it starts curling because I didn't put all of the adhesive all the way around. If it's too thick, then it gets to be less transparent, so you can't see through it. I like the weight that we have. I think it's absolutely perfect, and give it a try. All right, so now we have these layers right here. So what I wanted to do, let's just clean these up. All right, so what I wanted to do here is to layer. And the reason I wanted to do that was because I just think it looks so pretty. And I wanted to bring in all of the colors. So I brought in our peach, I brought in our gray from the back, and then I added this piece right here, and all of the colors just kind of melt together. So we're just going to add these like we would normally. Oops. All right, and do you see how it just, this makes it pop? Because this right here with the vellum on it, it just kind of softens it up even more than it already is. All right, so what I'm going to do with this one is to just add some more foam squares. And decide where I'm going to put it. I just love the way this comes out. Now, I just sent one of these to my sister-in-law for her birthday, and on the inside of it, I'm thinking of you, but on the inside of it, I put, have the happiest of birthdays, hug, 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 hug. All right, so let's put our inside piece in so that I can add my sentiment as I need to. If you've been following me with my watercoloring, you notice that when I use adhesive for watercoloring, I just slather the whole back of it. But when I don't have to slather, I'm very stingy with my adhesive. So there we go. So this is the card. Now I just wanted to show you one more thing. If I were to add a piece of vellum to this one, and you can, do you see how it just mutes? The whole thing just mutes right down, but by leaving that vellum off the top here, putting it on the bottom, it just gives you a whole different look. So hop on over to our shop and, you know, just shop away. It's so much fun. I love this stencil. I think it just It is just absolutely elegant and beautiful. Thank you for stopping by. I know I'm rambling now, but I just love this so much. And remember, you can do a full sheet. If you're a scrapbooker, this is an absolutely beautiful 6x6 that will add to your 12x12 sheet. It's beautiful. It's just absolutely beautiful. And you can stamp or write over the top of it. It's gorgeous. You take care. Have a great day. Remember to subscribe to the videos. Click on the little bell so that you get the very latest hit as soon as we get one. Hit the thumbs up and make sure you share it with your friends. You take care. Have a great day. And thank you so much for stopping by.